Akaim and Akatim, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, everybody. That's right, everyone in the house, in-laws, all of y'all, man. Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to each and every single one of you, your homes, your dwelling places, right, where you live at, right, your loved ones, your friends, your children, and your pets, little fur babies. All right, so here we are on this Wednesday. Hallelujah. Hope everybody's doing well. Halfway through the week, almost getting to that Shabbat coming up pretty soon. You know what I mean? Just push through a little bit more, right? Have a little bit more endurance. Pray for that endurance, that strength, right? That fortitude. And you got it. All right, you'll make it through. I'm praying for you. As I hope that you're praying for me as well. You know that, right? Of course, family and friends. We always pray for each other. That's what we do over here. That's what we do everywhere, right? Hallelujah. Right. Family relations. That's right. Right, all praises to the Most High, though, right? All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises to the Overseer, Yahweh, the Creator of all things, right? Heaven and earth, where all things are made, and all things are magnified and glorified through Him, to Him, right? Glory to Yahweh Shai, HaMashiach, right? The Mashiach, right? That's our Mashiach. And King, High Priest, best example, first fruit. That's right. Honors to the Ruach HaKodesh, wisdom, correct. My love and my respect goes out to each and every single one of you, kingdom builders, road trippers. That's correct. So here we are in the book of Jasher, right? Safar HaYashar. It's getting easier to say that one. The book of Jasher, here we are. We just left off on the last read was chapter 30 and 31. So naturally, we're going to be starting off here on chapter 32. And I think we're just going to read 32 and 33 on this one, looking at it, because 34 is, let's see. Yeah. 30, yeah, we're going to hold off. We're not going to put 34 with this one. So 32 and 33 on this, all right? Cool. So you have a few moments right now. If you want to read along with me, go ahead, get your scrolls out. Put them out there on your lap so you can read and see what I'm saying, because I might make some mistakes. That is probably going to happen. You know, you have a 95% guarantee I'm going to slop something up. It's going to be a name, guaranteed. But anyway, I'm going to try my best with all accuracy that I possibly can. So no further ado, you've got plenty of time. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. This is going to be the book of Jasher, starting at chapter 32. Let's begin.
Take him back.
Chapter 32, and it reads, And at that time Jacob sent messengers to his brother Esau toward the land of Seir, and he spoke to him words of supplication, and he commanded them, saying, Thus will you say to my Adon, to Esau, Thus says your servant Jacob, Let not my Adon imagine that my father's blessing with which he did bless me has proved beneficial to me, for I have been these 20 years with Laban, and he deceived me and changed my wages 10 times, as it has all been already told unto my Adon. And I served him in the house very laboriously, and Yahweh afterward saw my affliction, my labor, and the work of my hands, and he caused me to find grace and favor in his sight. And I afterward, through Yahweh's great mercy and kindness, acquired oxen and asses and cattle, and men servants and maid servants. And now I am coming to my land, and my home to my father and mother, who are in the land of Canaan. And I have sent to let my Adon know all this, in order to find favor in the sight of my Adon, so that he may not imagine that I have of myself obtained wealth, or that the blessing with which my father blessed me has benefited me. And those messengers went to Esau and found him on the borders of the land of Edom, going toward Jacob. And 400 men of the children of Seir the Horite were standing with drawn swords. And the messengers of Jacob told Esau all the words of Jacob had spoken to them concerning Esau. And Esau answered them with pride and contempt, and said unto them, Surely I have heard, and truly it has been told unto me what Jacob has done to Laban, who exalted him in the house, and gave him his daughters for wives. And he begat sons and daughters, and abundantly increased the wealth and riches in Laban's house through his means. And when he saw that his wealth was abundant and his riches great, he fled with all belonging to him from Laban's house. And he led Laban's daughters away from the face of their father as captives taken by the sword without telling him of it. And not only to Laban has Jacob done thus, but also unto me has he done so, and has twice supplanted me. And will I be silent? Now, therefore, I have this day come with my camps to meet him, and I will do unto him according to the desire of my heart. And the messengers returned and came to Jacob and said unto him, We came to your brother to Esau, and we told him all your words. And thus has he answered us. And behold, he comes to meet you with 400 men. Now then know, and see what you will do, and pray before Yahweh to deliver you from him. And when he heard the words of his brother, which he had spoken to the messengers of Jacob, Jacob was greatly afraid, and he was distressed. And Jacob prayed to the Most High his Elohiah, and he said, O Yahweh, Most High of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, you did say unto me, when I went away from my father's house, saying, I am the Most High Elohiah of your father Abraham, and the Elohim of Isaac. Unto you do I give this land, and your seed after you. And I will make your seed as the stars of heaven, and you will spread out to the four sides of heaven, and in you and in your seed will all the families of the earth be blessed. And you did establish your words, and did give unto me riches and children and cattle, as the utmost wishes of my heart did you give unto your servant. You did give unto me all that I asked from you, so that I lacked nothing. And you did afterwards say unto me, Return to your parents, and you and to your birthplace, and I will still do well with you. Now that I have come, and you did deliver me from Laban, I will fall in the hands of Esau, who will slay me, yea, together with the mothers of my children. Now therefore, O Yahweh, Most High, deliver me, and pray you also from the hands of my brother Esau, for I am greatly afraid of him. And if there is no righteousness in me, do it for the sake of Abraham and my father Isaac. For I know that through kindness and mercy have I acquired this wealth. Now therefore I implore you to deliver me this day with your kindness, and to answer me. And Jacob ceased praying to the Most High, and he divided the people that were with him with the flocks and cattle into 2 camps. And he gave the half to the care of Damasek, the son of Eleazar, Abraham's servant, for a camp, and his son and his children. And the other half he gave to the care of his brother Elianes, the son of Eleazar, to be for a camp with his children. And he commanded them, saying, Keep yourselves at a distance with your camps, and do not come too near each other. And if Esau come to one camp and slay it, the other camp at a distance from it will escape him. And Jacob tarried there that night, and during the whole night he gave his servants instructions concerning the forces and his children. And the Most High heard the prayer of Jacob on that day, and the Most High then delivered Jacob from the hand of his brother Esau. And the Most High sent 3 angels of the angels of heaven, and they went before Esau and came to him. And these angels appeared unto Esau and his people as 2,000 men riding upon horses furnished with all sorts of war instruments. And they appeared in the sight of Esau and all his men to be divided into 4 camps, with 4 chiefs to them. And one camp went on, and they found Esau coming with 400 men toward his brother Jacob. And this camp ran toward Esau and his people, and terrified them. And Esau fell off his horse in alarm, and all his men separated from him in that place, for they were greatly afraid. And the whole of the camp shouted after them when they fled from Esau. And all the warlike men answered, saying, Surely we are the servants of Jacob, who is the servant of Yahweh. And who then can stand against us? And Esau said unto them, O then my Adon and brother Jacob is your Adon, whom I have not seen for these 20 years. And now that I have this day come to see him, do you treat me in this manner? And the angels answered him, saying, As the Most High lives, were not Jacob, of whom you speak, your brother? We had not let one remaining from you and your people, but only on account of Jacob we will do nothing to them. And this camp passed from Esau and his men, and it went away. And Esau and his men had gone from them about a league, when the second camp came toward him with all sorts of weapons. And they also did unto Esau and his men as the first camp had done to them. And when they had left it to go on, behold, the third camp came toward him, and they were all terrified. And Esau fell off the horse, and and the whole camp cried out and said, Surely we are the servants of Jacob, who is the servant of Yahweh, and who can stand against us? And Esau again answered them, saying, O then, Jacob my Adon, and your Adon is my brother, and for 20 years I have not seen his countenance, and hearing this day that he was coming, I went this day to meet him, and do you treat me in this manner? And they answered him and said unto him, As the Most High lives, were not Jacob your brother, as you did say, we had not left a remnant from you and your men, but on account of Jacob, of whom you speak being your brother, we will not meddle with you or your men. And the third camp also passed from them, and he still continued his road with his men toward Jacob, when the fourth camp came toward him, and they also did unto him and his men as the others had done. And when Esau beheld the evil which the four angels had done to him and to his men, he became greatly afraid of his brother Jacob, and he went to meet him in peace. And Esau concealed his hatred against Jacob because he was afraid of his life on account of his brother Jacob, and because he imagined that the four camps that he had lighted upon were Jacob's servants. And Jacob tarried that night with his servants in their camps, and he resolved with his servants to give unto Esau a present from all that he had with him, and from all his property. And Jacob rose up in the morning, he and his men, and they chose from among the cattle a present for Esau. And this is the amount of the present which Jacob chose from his flock to give unto his brother Esau. And he selected 240 head from the flocks, and he selected from the camels and asses 30 each. And of the herds he chose 50 kine, and he put them all in 10 droves, and he placed each sort by itself, and he delivered them into the hands of 10 of his servants, each drove by itself. And he commanded them and said unto them, Keep yourselves at a distance from each other, and put a space between the droves. And when Esau and those who are with him will meet you and ask you, saying, Whose are you, and where do you go? And to whom belongs all this before you? You will say unto him, We are the servants of Jacob, and we come to meet Esau in peace. And behold, Jacob comes behind us. And that which is before us is a present sent from Jacob to his brother Esau. That's what they're going to say. All right, 46, and it reads, And if they will say unto you, Why does he delay behind you from coming to meet his brother and to see his face? Then you will say unto them, Surely he comes joyfully behind us to meet his brother, for he said, I will appease him with the present that goes to him, and after this I will see his face, perhaps he will accept of me. So the whole present passed on in the hands of his servants, and went before him on that day. And he lodged that night with his camps by the border of the brook of Jabbok. And he rose up in the midst of the night, and he took his wives and his maidservants, and all belonging to him. And he that night passed them over the ford Jabbok. And when he passed all belonging to him over the brook, Jacob was left by himself, and a man met him, and he wrestled with him that night until the breaking of the day. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint through wrestling with him. Right, that was the angel. Right? And at the break of day, the man left Jacob there, and he blessed him and went away. And Jacob passed the brook at the break of day, and he halted upon his thigh. And the sun rose upon him when he had passed the brook, and he came up to the place of his cattle and children. And they went on until midday. And while they were going, the present was passing on before them. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau was at a distance, coming along with many men, about 400. And Jacob was greatly afraid of his brother. And Jacob hastened and divided his children unto his wives and his handmaids and his daughter Dinah. He put in the chest and delivered her into the hands of his servants. And he passed before his children and wives to meet his brother, and he bowed down to the ground. He bowed down 7 times until he approached his brother. And Yahweh caused Jacob to find grace and favor in the sight of Esau and his men, for Yahweh had heard the prayer of Jacob. And the fear of Jacob and his terror fell upon his brother Esau. For Esau was greatly afraid of Jacob for what the angels of Yahweh had done to Esau. And Esau's anger against Jacob was turned into kindness. And when Esau saw Jacob running toward him, he also ran toward him, and he embraced him, and he fell upon his neck. And they kissed, and they wept. And Yahweh put fear and kindness toward Jacob in the hearts of the men that came with Esau. And they also kissed Jacob and embraced him. And also Eliphaz, the son of Esau, with his 4 brothers, sons of Esau, wept with Jacob, and they kissed him and embraced him, for the fear of Jacob had fallen upon them all. And Esau lifted up his eyes and saw the woman with their offspring, the children of Jacob, walking behind Jacob and bowing along the road to Esau. And Esau said unto Jacob, Who are these with you, my brother? And they your children or servants? Are they your children or servants? And Jacob answered Esau and said, They are my children, which Yahweh has graciously given to your servant. And while Jacob was speaking to Esau and his men, Esau beheld a whole camp, and he said unto Jacob, From where did you get the whole of the camp that I met last night? And Jacob said, To find favor in the sight of my Adon. It is that which Yahweh graciously gave to your servant. And the present came before Esau, and Jacob pressed Esau, saying, Take, I pray you, the present that I have brought to my Adon. And Esau said, Why is this my purpose? Keep that which you have unto yourself. And Jacob said, It is incumbent upon me to give all this, since I have seen your face, that you still live in peace. And Esau refused to take the present that Jacob said unto him, I implore you, my Adon, if now I have found favor in your sight, then receive my present at my hand. For I have therefore seen your face as though I had seen a godlike face, because you were pleased with me. And Esau took the present, and Jacob also gave unto Esau silver and gold and bdellium, for he pressed him so much that he took them. And Esau divided the cattle that were in the camp, and he gave the half to the men who had come with him, for they had come on hire, and the other half he delivered into the hands of his children. And the silver and gold and bdellium he gave in the hands of Eliphaz his eldest son. And Esau said unto Jacob, Let us remain with you, and we will go slowly along with you until you come to my place with me, that we may dwell there together. And Jacob answered his brother and said, I would do as my Adon speaks unto me, but my Adon knows that the children are tender, and the flocks and herds with their young, who are with me, go but slowly, for if they went swiftly, they would all die. For you know their burdens and their fatigue. Therefore let my Adon pass on before his servant, and I will go on slowly for the sake of the children and the flock, until I come to my Adon's place in Seir. And Esau said unto Jacob, I will place with you some of the people that are with me to take care of you in the road, and to bear your fatigue and burden. And he said, What need is there of that, my Adon? If I may find grace in your sight, behold, I will come unto you to Seir, to dwell there together as you have spoken. Go you then with your people, for I will follow you. And Jacob said this to Esau in order to remove Esau and his men from him, so that Jacob might afterward go to his father's house in the land of Canaan. And Esau hearkened to the voice of Jacob, and Esau returned with the 400 men that were with him on the road to Seir. And Jacob and all belonging to him went that way as far as the extremity of the land of Canaan in its borders, and he remained there some time. That's the end of chapter 32. All right, that's the end of 32, fam. Let's continue. We're gonna go ahead and slam dunk 33. Okay, we're gonna try to get that one too. All right, cool. Chapter 33, Book of Jasher. We're gonna go ahead and try to get this one too. Right, chapter 33, and it reads: And some time after Jacob went away from the borders of the land, he came to the land of Shalem, that is the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan. And he rested in front of the city, and he bought a parcel of the field which was there. From the children of Hamor, the people of the land, for 5 shekels. And Jacob built there himself a house, and he pitched his tent there, and he made booths for his cattle. Therefore he called the name of that place Succoth. And Jacob remained in Succoth 1 year and 6 months. At that time some of the women of the inhabitants of the land went to the city of Shechem to dance and rejoice with their daughters of the people of the city. And when they went out, then Rachel and Leah, the wives of Jacob, with their families, also went to behold the rejoicing of the daughters of the city. And Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, also went along with them, and saw the daughters of the city. And they remained there before these daughters, while all the people of the city were standing by them, to behold their rejoicings. And all the great people of the city were there. And Shechem, the son of Hamor, the prince of the land, was also standing there to see them. And Shechem beheld Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, standing with her mother before the daughters of the city. And the damsel pleased him greatly. And he there asked his friends and his people, saying, Whose daughter is that sitting among the women, whom I do not know in this city? And they said unto him, Surely this is the daughter of Jacob the son of Isaac the Hebrew, who has dwelt in the city for some time. And when it is reported that the daughters of the land were going out to rejoice, she went with her mother and maidservants to sit among them, as you see. And Shechem beheld Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and when he looked at her, his soul became fixed upon Dinah, and he sent and had her taken by force. And Dinah came to the house of Shechem, and he seized her forcibly, and lay with her, and humbled her. And he loved her exceedingly, and placed her in his house. And they came and told the thing unto Jacob. And when Jacob heard that Shechem had defiled his daughter Dinah, Jacob sent 12 of his servants to fetch Dinah from the house of Shechem. And they went and came to the house of Shechem to take away Dinah from there. And when they came, Shechem went out to them with his men and drove them from his house. And he would not suffer them to come before Dinah, but Shechem was sitting with Dinah, kissing and embracing her before their eyes. And the servants of Jacob came back and told him, saying, When we came, he and his men drove us away, and thus did Shechem do unto Dinah before our eyes. And Jacob knew moreover that Shechem had defiled his daughter, but he said nothing. And his sons were feeding his cattle in the field, and Jacob remained silent until their return. And before his sons came home, Jacob sent 2 maidens from his servants' daughters to take care of Dinah in the house of Shechem, and to remain with her. And Shechem sent 3 of his friends to the father Hamor, the son of Chidekim, the son of Pered, saying, Get me this damsel for a wife. And Hamor, the son of Chidekim, the Hivite, came to the house of Shechem his son, and he sat before him. And Hamor said unto his son, Shechem, is there then no woman among the daughters of your people that you will take, an Hebrew woman who is not of your people? And Shechem said to him, Here, her only must you get for me, for she is delightful in my sight. And Hamor did according to the word of his son, for he was greatly beloved by him. And Hamor went out to Jacob to commune with him concerning this matter. And when he had gone from the house of his son Shechem, before he came to Jacob to speak unto him, behold, the sons of Jacob had come from the field as soon as they had heard the thing that Shechem the son of Hamor had done. And the men were very much grieved concerning their sister, and they all came home fired with anger. Oh boy. Before the time of gathering in their cattle. And they came and sat before their father, and they spoke unto him, kindled with wrath, saying, Surely death is due to this man and to his household, because the Most High Elohim of the whole earth command Noah and his children that man will never rob nor commit adultery. Now behold, Shechem has both ravaged and committed fornication with our sister, and not one of all the people of the city spoke a word to him. Surely you know and understand it, that the judgment of death is due to Shechem, and to his father, and to the whole city on account of the thing which he has done. And while they were speaking before their father in this matter, behold, Hamor the father of Shechem came to speak to Jacob the words of his son concerning Dinah. And he sat before Jacob and before his sons. And Hamor spoke unto them, saying, The soul of my son Shechem longs for your daughter. I pray you give her unto him for a wife, and intermarry with us. Give us your daughters, and we will give you our daughters, and you will dwell with us in our land, and we will be as one people in the land. For our land is very extensive, so dwell you and trade therein, and get possessions in it, and do therein as you desire, and no one will prevent you by saying a word to you. And Hamor ceased speaking unto Jacob and his sons, and behold, Shechem his son had come after him, and he sat before them. And Shechem spoke before Jacob and his sons, saying, May I find favor in your sight, that you will give me your daughter, and whatever you say unto me, that will I do for her. Ask me for abundance of dowry and gift, and I will give it. And whatever you will say unto me, that will I do. And whatever he be, that will I rebel against your orders, he will die. Only give me the damsel for a wife. And Simeon and Levi answered Hamor and Shechem his son deceitfully, saying, All you have spoken unto us, we will do for you. And behold, our sister is in your house, but keep away from her until we send to our father Isaac concerning this matter, for we can do nothing without his consent. For he knows the ways of our father Abraham, and whatever he says unto us, we will tell you. We will conceal nothing from you. And Simeon and Levi spoke this unto Shechem and his father, in order to find a pretext and to seek counsel what was to be done to Shechem and to his city in this matter. And when Shechem and his father heard the words of Simeon and Levi, it seemed good in their sight. And Shechem and his father came out to go home. Uh-oh. It's a setup. All right, verse 34, and it reads, And when they had gone, the sons of Jacob said unto their father, saying, Behold, we know that death is due to these wicked ones, and to their city, because they transgressed that which Yahweh had commanded unto Noah, and his children, and his seed after him. And also because Shechem did this thing to our sister Dinah, in defiling her, for such vileness will never be done among us. Now therefore, know and see what you will do, and seek counsel and pretext what is to be done to them, in order to kill all the inhabitants of this city. And Simeon said to them, Here is a proper advice for you. Tell them to circumcise every male among them as we are circumcised, and if they do not wish to do this, we will take our daughter from them and go away. Right? And if they consent to do this, and will do it, then when they are sunk down with pain, we will attack them with our swords, and upon one who is quiet and peaceable, we will slay every male person among them. And Simeon's advice pleased them, and Simeon and Levi resolved to do unto them as it was proposed. And on the next morning Shechem and Hamor his father came again unto Jacob and his sons to speak concerning Dinah, and to hear what answer the sons of Jacob would give to their words. And the sons of Jacob spoke deceitfully to them, saying, We told our father Isaac all your words, and your words pleased him. But he spoke unto us, saying, Thus did Abraham his father command him from Yahweh the Most High of the whole earth, that any man who is not of his descendants that should wish to take one of his daughters will cause every male belonging to him to be circumcised, as we are circumcised, and then we may give him our daughter for a wife. Now, we have made known to you all our ways that our father spoke unto us, for we cannot do this of which you spoke unto us, to give our daughter to an uncircumcised man, for it is a disgrace to us. But herein we will consent to you, to give you our daughter, and we will also take unto ourselves your daughters, and will dwell among you, and be one people as you have spoken, if you will hearken to us, and consent to be like us, to circumcise every male belonging to you, as we are circumcised. And if you will not hearken unto us, to have every male circumcised as we are circumcised, as we have commanded, then we will come to you, and take our daughter from you, and go away. And Shechem and his father Hamor heard the words of the sons of Jacob, and the thing pleased them exceedingly. And Shechem and his father Hamor hastened to do the wishes of the sons of Jacob. For Shechem was very fond of Dinah, and his soul was riveted to her. And Shechem and his father Hamor hastened to the gate of the city, and they assembled all the men of their city, and spoke unto them the words of the sons of Jacob, saying, We came to these men and sons of Jacob, and we spoke unto them concerning their daughters, and these men will consent to do according to our wishes. And behold, our land is of great extent for them, and they will dwell in it, and trade in it, and we will be one people. We will take their daughters, and our daughters will we give unto them for wives. But only on this condition will these men consent to do this thing, that every male among us be circumcised as they are circumcised, as their Elohim command them. And when we will have done according to their instructions to be circumcised, then will they dwell among us together with their cattle and possessions, and we will be as one people with them. And when all the men of the city heard the words of Shechem and his father Hamor, then all the men of the city were agreeable to this proposal, and they obeyed to be circumcised. For Shechem and his father Hamor were greatly esteemed by them, being the princes of the land. And on the next day Shechem and Hamor his father rose up early in the morning, and they assembled all the men of the city into the middle of the city, and they called for the sons of Jacob, who circumcised every male belonging to them on that day and the next. And they circumcised Shechem and Hamor his father, and the 5 brothers of Shechem. And then everyone rose up and went home, for this thing was from the Most High against the city of Shechem, and from the Most High was Simeon's counsel in this matter, in order that the Most High might deliver the city of Shechem into the hands of Jacob's 2 sons. And that's the end of chapter 33. We're going to close that one up right there, family. All right. Thanks for being with me on this one. Thanks for riding along. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to each and every single one of you, your homes, your dwelling places, right? Where you stay at, your loved ones, your children, your friends, and your pets, little fur babies. All right. Akeem and Akatim, brothers and sisters, I love y'all, man. One love. All right. Until I see y'all again. In the meantime, in between time, right? All right. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh. All praises to the Most High. I love y'all. Yeah.